So, good morning, all. This is M. Suresh, lecturer in computer engineering, Government Polytechnic Master Tank. In the previous class, I have seen 1 minute. Yeah, in the previous class, I have discussed about these user interface designing layouts. So, in that class, we have already seen about two important layouts. This is your linear layout and relative layout. So, in the linear layout, we will arrange the components either in horizontal manner, okay, either by using this orientation property of this linear layout or orientation attribute of this linear layout, I can arrange the components either in the horizontal manner. So, after button 1, button 2, button 3, like this, or in the vertical fashion. So, I can arrange in the this manner, and two important properties is layout underscore height and layout underscore weight. I can give the values to that one by using this match parent or wrap content. Okay. And the second one we discussed is this relative layout, which is used to arrange the components in the different manner, like whatever the component that is arranged. So for this component, if I want to place one more component, I will place this component relative to the parent. I can relative to the parent or relative to this child element. Okay, so that is relative to from margin left how much, margin top how much, margin right how much. Okay, all these I will define in case of relative layout. So most commonly we will use this relative layout so that I can place the elements in any fashion, like whatever the I can place in different places. Okay, mostly we will use this relative layout. And in the today's class I will discuss this list view and grid view. So these are actually not the layouts, but these are the two important views in which the components are arranged. We already seen this linear layout. I can arrange either horizontally or vertically, and after that we have seen about this so by using which property means that is your Android orientation. If it is horizontal, it will arrange the components in the horizontal manner. So after button 1, button 2. If this Android orientation is vertical, then it will arrange the components in this vertical manner. Okay, these two we have already seen. So this is your relative layout. Okay, so it will arrange the components. So mostly we will use relative layout only, because I can arrange the components in whatever the required layout I can arrange. And the next one is your list view layout. So in the today's class, I will discuss this list view layout. And one more, this after discussing these two layouts, we will go for this user interface controls. Okay, we have total many number of controls are there. So, but in the syllabus we have only around 9 controls are there. We will discuss those 9 controls, and extra also I will tell. So after discussing these controls, then I will go to the database programming. So that is your SQLite database, how you will store the data in the SQLite database, and how will you perform the basic database operations. So so in the today's class, I will discuss this list view, grid view, and after that some user interface controls. So these previously in the previous programs itself we used these controls, but in the today's class I will discuss what are the properties of these controls with examples. So this is your list view. If you want to display the list in your app, so if you want to display a list, okay. So I think most of the contacts, most of the contacts will be displayed in the list manner only. After first contact, second contact, okay. So that is your list view. So Android has its own solution by providing the list view layout. It is a layout which displays items in the vertical scroll bar list. Each item in the list is positioned below to the previous item of the list. This is just simple description. So it will arrange the components in the list manner. So after the if you open this contacts application, okay, I think this is your list view. Okay, so after this Apple, then Apple cards. Okay, this way, this in this manner. Okay, so that is your list view. So list items are stored in an array and inserted into the list by using this adapter, which pulls items from the array. So list view is a subclass of this adapter view. It is a subclass of adapter view. So we have this view, right? We use the superclass for every view. Okay, every widget. Okay. So list view is a subclass of this adapter view. So custom lists are very common in mobile application, and list view provides a very easy way to create custom list. If I want to create my own list, which is used to give a list of items, then it is one of the most useful layouts. For example, when you want to display a group of dates, nothing could be more suitable than list. Following figure shows how list view looks. Okay, so this is your list view. So for showing this list view is used to display list view is data. Adapter is a class used to read data from the data source, that may be array or database. Okay. So after getting the data from the database, I can show that data in the list view or grid view. So adapter view is a class used to manage presentation of data in list view or grid view. So we will see what is this adapter. Okay. So we have different types of adapter. One is array adapter used to fetch the data from the array, or simple cursor adapter used to fetch the data from the database, or base adapter or custom adapter used to customize the list view. Okay, these are the three types of adapters are there. So we will see in detail. So what are the different attributes of this list view? Okay. So what are the main attributes like Android divider? So it is used to draw able or color to draw between the list items, and entries. It is used as a reference and array resource to populate the list view, and this is header dividers enabled and footer dividers enabled. Okay. So what are the different methods of this list view? This list view is a class, so which we is used to display the items in a list wise. Okay. After the first item, then second item, third item, like this. These items will be displayed. So we have this different methods. So we have this get adapter method. It returns adapter used in the list view. Add header view. It is used to add a header view at the top of the list. And get accessibility class name. It returns the class name of the object. So all these are not required. So whatever the required methods, we will see those only. And constructors of list view. So this list view has four different constructors in the same manner like for the linear layout and grid layout. For this list view also we have the constructor. So the first one is context, and the second one is attribute set, and the third one is different style attributes, and fourth one is with attribute set attributes, and the next one is, so we have four parameters just with single parameter, two parameters, three parameters, and four parameters. And now I will see this example of this list view. Here is an example of using list view in Android. So we will see that example in detail. Okay. So we will go to this list view. So this is your list view. So what I have did in this list view. So if you go to this one, okay. So I will just zoom it. So I will minimize this one. So before this one, first I think better I can open the split mode. Then you will understand. I click on this split mode. So you can see here. So this is your. I'm using this linear layout. So this is an example for a layout. Inside this layout, I'm using another view. Okay. So I'm using this linear layout. So I'm using the orientation also vertical. Okay. If you see over here. So what is the orientation I used? That is your vertical orientation. So that all the components are arranged in the vertical fashion. And after that I am using this list view, just a simple list view. Okay, if I want to use the list view, just you will write this list view, and it is automatically, and it will add some id to this one. And this is your layout width. I am using this match parent so that it will match with the parent width, and height is wrap content, so according to the content, so automatically it will add all these things. But list view by default these are items, and if you have any sub items, then it will, this is the layout for this one. Okay. So automatically you have all these things. Okay, item one and all. So now in the programming part, I have to enter some values into this list. So for entering those values into the list, I can use this array list. Okay. So I can use this array list. We will see all in detail. So for this one we have to use this adapter. Okay. So this adapter is used to display or if I want to enter some values, then I have to use this adapter class to enter the values into the list view. So for this one, first list view, this is your package and this is your class and OS bundle view widget, and I am using this array list that is there in the java.util util class. And after this one, first I am getting this list view by using its id. So I think if you see the id of this list view, so if you have seen this uh, one, okay, so this is your main activity. I'm extending from the app compact activity. So you just see this, this is the list view. So for getting that list view from the whatever I defined in the xml, that if I want to get that list view, then I will use this list view. So that I will use this find view by id to get that particular list view. Okay, because in the .xml file I am defining a list view, and what is the name of this id for this list view I have given is mobile list. Okay, so I have given this mobile list. So for first of all I have to find out this list view in the .java file. So for that one I am using this list view find view by id r.id.mobile list, so that this list view will be linked. And after that, by using this array adapter, I have to fill up that data. Okay, so by using, if I want to, we have seen this one. So we have three different types of adapter classes. One is your array adapter. Okay, we have this array adapter. So the first one is your array adapter, which is used to fill the data into the list view by using this array. But if I want to fill the data into the uh, data into the list view by using this database, then I will use this simple cursor adapter, and base adapter is the custom adapter. So as the data in this example, if I take this example, then this data is there in the array. So if I want to fill that one, I am using this array adapter. I am creating this array adapter by using this mobile array, which is this one. Okay, that is your array. So I am filling this data into this list. Okay, so that is your list view. I am filling the data by using this list item 1. Okay, I am setting that adapter to this. First I am filling the data into the array adapter, and after that, after filling the data into the array adapter, I am setting that adapter to this list view to that adapter, so that whatever the data, that will be set on the this one. And this is the just for list view, we have this set item on click listener, so that we have this method on item click. This is the event that I can perform. So which item is selected, so I want to give the message, so I will use this one. So if I go to this actually this is the different program over here. So this is your list view. In the list view, first what I have did is just a simple thing. What we have did over here is just, so first I am taking this linear layout. So within this linear layout I am setting the orientation to vertical. This we have seen. In the linear layout I am using this list view. So I am taking a single list view, so that this is your list view, and it is preloaded with some items. Okay, these are not the correct actual items, just this is a simple yeah, for the view purpose it is showing this items. So these items I have to fill by using the array adapter. Okay, or a cursor adapter. Okay, whatever the adapter, I can use different types of adapters. So three types of adapters are there. So for this one, first what I am doing over here is, 1 minute. So what I am doing over here, first this is the package details, and I am using this array list just to fill up the data. Okay, so first I am taking this list view as, what is the name of the list view? This is your id for the list is, this is this list view only. So this is the id for this list view, and after this one I am getting that list view. I am finding view by id r.id.list view, so that whatever this list view is there, right, this list view will be linked in the .java program. Just for every component whatever you are using in this .xml file. Okay, so whatever the component that you are using in the .xml file, that you want to link into the .java file by using this find view by id. So I am linking this list view, and after that I have to fill this list view with some data. So for filling up, first I am creating a array list. Okay, So this array list is there in the util class. If you know about this util in the Java programs, then there is a array list is these are all actually collections. Okay, we have this list and queue, stacks, everything, right? So this array list is there. I'm using this. I think if you know about the templates, then this is your array list is the class name of the class. Okay, array list is the name of the class, and I'm creating a object for this array list, and I can so this is a generic type, so that I can enter any type. If I place it as int, then I can add all the integer values. If I place it as float, then I can add all float values. As I am using this string, so that I can take some different types of so I am creating a fruits object, so that I can add all these fruits. So I will enter all these fruits. First I am taking a list. In that list I am entering some values. Okay, so 1 minute. So first of all, I am taking these fruits. So I am taking this array list. Okay. So this array list is there in the util class. So once this list view is created, I want to fill this list view with some group of items or some list of items. So if you want to fill the list view with a list of items, then I have to use this array adapter. So for this one, first I am creating a array list. After creating this array list, I am adding all these items. Okay, mostly all the fruit items, almost some more than many number of fruits I added. And after that, now I am taking this array adapter. I am taking this array adapter. I am creating this array adapter, new adapter. Okay, by using this array adapter only, I will fill the values into this list. So the context is this, and I am using r.layout support simple spinner drop down item. Okay, so this is your drop down item, and next one is fruits. So this so I am using this array list. Okay, the array list name is fruits. So the array list with this fruits is the class. So what is the name of this one? And it will add all the items like apples, apricots. Okay, this list is added, and after adding these items, okay, after adding these items, I am filling that list view. What is that list view? This is your list view. So I am filling this list view by using this array adapter. Just array adapter, string adapter, new adapter. I am creating, and I am using this support simple spinner drop down item. Okay, and we have different things. Okay, in the layout only, and this is your fruits. Okay, I can use this one also. R.layout simple list item 1. Okay, we will see the difference. Okay, and I am filling this list with these fruits. And after that, I am setting this adapter for this. First of all, I am filling the adapter with these fruits. Okay, I am filling the adapter with these fruits. Now I am setting this adapter to the list view, so that the list view will be filled with these items. And I have a method for this one set like button also we have this set. What is the method for the button? Set on click listener. So in the same manner for the list view also we have the set on item click listener, because if I click on the item, so something action should be done. So that is your set on item click listener, and for handling that one we can directly handle by using this one. Okay, so whenever what is the logic that I am writing after clicking on the items in the list, that is toast make test, you selected particular item. Okay, what is the position of that item? Okay, I am getting that. Okay, you selected fruits that get position. So what is the position of that item selected? That position will be displayed. That's it. Okay, so first of all, I am creating this list view. I am finding that list view by using this ID, and after that I am creating this array list with the fruits. I can use this like this also. Okay, whatever in the previous example I have seen, right? So like a simple like I will take a array with this group of items. Okay, this is your uh, array. Okay, so this is your string array. So I will take this string array with this 1 minute. So I can take I can add like this also. Okay, like I will take this string array before without creating that array list. I can also take this string array. So the string array contains a group of strings. So now what I am doing over here, first I am finding that view by ID. By first I am linking to the list view, and after that I am creating this array adapter, and the first parameter is, this is nothing but what is the name of the class, and we are using this r.layout.simple list item 1, so that only one item will be selected at a time. Okay, list item 1 is one item will be selected, and after that I am filling this adapter. Okay, whatever the, whether I want to fill with array or whether I want to fill with the database or whatever for which I want to fill, that I will place over here. If it is a list, then I will use that list object, or if it is a string array, then I will use what is the name of the string array, mobile array. So I am using this one, so that this array adapter will be filled with this mobile array strings, and after that next I am setting this adapter to this my adapter. Okay, and if I want to handle this list view uh, after clicking on this item, something should be done, then I will use this set on item click listener. Okay, so we have this on item click method, and just get item. Okay, if I want to get the particular value selected, then I will use this my adapter dot get item is the method. But if I want to get the position, okay, just what I will do over here, just if I want to get the position, then I will use this get position. So if I want to run this program, just I will click on this run. So I already run this program. So this is your list view. So you can see here, so all the items are placed in the, this is the name of the project, that is your list view, and all these fruit names, whatever I have defined, all these fruits are filled within this list. So this is your list. If you know the contacts application also, that will show the all the contacts in this manner only. So you can scroll down, you can get each contact. So contact application, so if you have the in the mobile, if you have this contacts application, that contact application is showing the contacts in the list view only. So if whenever this is your list view, so first this array adapter, okay, so whatever the array adapter is there, that array adapter is filling with this list of items, and after that I am setting that adapter to this list view, so that list view will show all the items that are there in the adapter. So whenever I click on that particular item, so you will get this, you selected the name of the item. So you selected, and fruits dot get position. So whatever the position at that position, what is the element is there, that position value will be displayed. So fruits dot get of position. Okay. So if I click on this one, you selected sugar apple. If I click on this blackberry, then you selected blackberry. Okay, so this is that on item click listener uh, event. Okay, so when I click on this particular item, automatically this set on item click listener event will be handled, and it is giving the message like toast.make text. So it is displaying the toast. So just you selected, and if you want to get them that, then fruits.get of that position. Okay, so by using this set on item click listener, we are getting the position. So whatever the element that is there in that particular position, that element I can get by using this fruits.get, because this fruits is a array list. Okay, so which will contain this list of items. Okay, this is about this list view. Okay, hope you understand. So I will go to the next topic, that is your grid view. Okay, so I think if you know about this grid view, so mostly whatever the components, okay, these are arranged in the grid view only. Okay, all these app icons are arranged in the grid view only. Grid is nothing but rows and columns. Okay, so it will arrange the items in the rows and columns. So grid view is a layout in Android which lets you arrange components in two-dimensional scrollable grid. Okay, components in a grid view are not necessarily static. It can be stored in a list adapter. Adapter is like a bridge between data and UI components. Okay, so this, by using this adapter only, adapter will contain the data. So whatever the data that is there in the adapter, that will be filled into that particular list or grid or anything, any UI component. Okay, so following figure shows an example of this grid view. So which will arrange the components in this fashion. So it will arrange the like grids, so that it will arrange the components. So if you want to design a calculator, then these buttons, if you can arrange in the grid manner only. Okay, so that like this. Grid view is very common in applications like calculator, calendar, and many others. Okay, so in case of calendar or calculator, and in case of calendar, I will arrange the all the dates. Okay, in the grid manner only. Okay, and even if you are having these apps also, that I will arrange in this grid manner only. Following is some of the attributes of this grid view. So gravity, column width, okay, and horizontal. Column width is nothing but what is the width of the column in each cell, and horizontal spacing, okay, between the two columns. How much space should be there? Vertical. Okay, if I take this example, so there is a space between these two icons, right? So there is a two space, and this is your horizontal spacing, and between these two icons also we have this spacing, that is your vertical spacing. And what is the width of this column? Okay, so all these columns width, and a number of columns, how many columns should be there. If you take this example, 1 2 3 4 5 columns are there. After exceeding this one, then it is showing in the next page. Okay, so this is about this grid view. And what are the different methods? We have different methods: get adapter, get column width, get gravity, horizontal spacing, number of columns, adapter, column width, gravity, horizontal spacing, vertical spacing, all these things. And these four constructors are there. So we will see the examples using this grid view. So just if you want to have a grid view, then you can use just this grid view. Okay, so what is the syntax for this one is grid view. So just grid view. It is a class, grid view. If you want to use list view, then you just write list view. Okay, just list view. I can use like this. And after that, after adding this grid view, same thing, same like list view or grid view. If I want to, first I will link and whatever the items that I want to fill, but for that one I have to use this array adapter. So first I will create this adapter class, and I will fill this adapters with this numbers. Okay, so whatever we are having this numbers, and I will set the adapter to this grid view. That's it. Okay, so if I want to fill the items into the list view or grid view, I have to use this adapter class, array adapter class. Okay, and here also I am using this set on item click listener only. If I click on that one, I will get that one. Okay, so for this one we will see this grid view example. So this is your grid view. Okay, so I will open the split mode. So this is your grid view. Just I am using this relative layout. Okay, I can use linear layout or relative layout. And after that, just for this relative layout, I am using layout width match parent, layout height also match parent, and this tools is context. Automatically you will get this code. Okay, once you click on this one and place relative layout, automatically you will get this code. But if I want to place a grid view, then I will use this syntax. Okay, so this is your grid view, and what is the ID for this grid view is, that is grid underscore view. And after that I am setting the width as wrap content, and also height also wrap content according to the contents only. Okay, and this is also by default it will come, this is grid. Okay, so 1 2 3 three columns are there, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 rows are there. So 8 by 3 matrix, it is like a 8 by 3 matrix which will contain, so total 24 items are there. Okay, so and the number of columns, you can, here I mentioned it as 3, so that's why it is getting 3. Even I can use, if I use it as 4, you can see here. Okay, if I use the number of columns as 4, automatically it will change. So you can see once I placed it as 4, automatically it is adjusted, right? So 4 columns, 1 2 3 4. So I mentioned it as wrap content, so it is added according to this. Width and height will be adjusted according to this grid. Okay, so even for the list view or grid view, automatically it will have some items. Okay, I have to fill those, I have to place this, these are the default, so you have to replace these items with the whatever you want to. Okay, so for this one, so first I am going to this main activity. So here also this is the name of the package, and what is the class it will extend is this app compact activity. So bundle view, because we have to, these are by default. Okay, all these will be loaded. Okay, this is os.bundle. So within the operating system we have this bundle class I have to use. Okay, and this view, where whenever I am using this all the UI controls like linear layout or anything, view or all this comes under this view package. So that's why view dot star, dot star means, you know, all the packages, all the classes that are there in this view package will be loaded. And, and if I want to use any widget like button or edit text or text view or anything, then I have to use this widget.star. And I'm using the same thing in the previous, like the previous, I'm using this array list uh, main activity, which is extending this app compat activity, and I'm using this grid view because I have to link with this grid view. So what is the ID for this one is grid underscore view. So I have to link. So for this one, first of all, what I'm doing, first I'm creating this grid view, and after this super dot on create. So this you already know. So grid view. So I'm linking by using this uh, grid view. So this is your grid view, and find view by id r dot id dot grid view. So what is this grid view? You can see over here. So this is the id for this grid view. So now whatever I am dealing with this grid view, this is exactly it will be linked to this grid view that is there in this one. Okay, and after that I am creating this array list. So same thing in the previous example list view, I am using this array list. So in the same manner I am using this array list with string, and what is the name of the object for this array list class is fruits. And after this one I am entering some fruit values into this one. So after entering some values into this one, okay, now I am creating this array adapter. Okay, same in the same thing, new array adapter, and this is the name of the current class. Okay, or current context, and I am using this support simple spinner bar drop down item, and I am filling with this fruits. Okay, so after filling up this one, just I am setting the adapter to this grid view. So whenever I am dealing with this list view or grid view, first thing is I have to fill this array adapter. Okay, either I can fill this array adapter with the array list. Okay, that may be list or that may be a uh, array. Okay, that is a one dimensional array. Okay, by using that also I can fill this adapter. Once this array adapter is filled, then I can set the list view dot set adapter or grid view dot set adapter to that adapter method. And if I want to handle any item click things, okay, item click events, then I will use this set on an item click listener, and I am just displaying you selected particular item. Okay, so I will execute this program. Okay, so just the difference between list view and grid view is list view will display the items in the list manner. Okay, after the first item, second item, third item, like this in the list manner. But in the grid view, it will arrange the components in the rows and columns, and that will be depending upon this number columns attribute. Okay, so now I will execute this program. It will take some time. I will click on this run app. So you can see here this build was finished. Okay, graded build finished in 4 minutes, and after that install successfully finished. So I will open this app. If you open this one, so this is your grid view. In the previous example, we have seen the list view, which will arrange the components in the. If you open this list view, okay, so this is your grid view and this is your list view. If you open the list view, then it will arrange the components in the list fashion. Okay, after app is this is your list view, but I am using this grid view, so which will arrange the components in the rows and columns. Okay, because as I am using this column number of columns as 4, it is showing the 4 columns. Okay, so if I am using 3, then it will use only 3 columns. Okay, so according to that one, these items will be displayed. So but it will display the items in the rows and columns. Okay, in the same manner I can use all the icons also. I can display the icons in this grid view. If you take this icons, okay, all these icons are displayed in this fashion. For displaying these icons in this fashion, I have to use this all the apps. Okay, I have to get all the apps. Those apps I will fill into the array adapter, and after that I will set this grid view to this array adapter. So that, but for this one I will use the extra properties like horizontal spacing and vertical spacing, everything. Okay, so this, even if you have this one, this is also, it will internally use the grid view only. Okay, so that is about this grid view. So that is the difference between list view and grid view. So whenever but both of them will have this one. Okay, that is your array adapter, which will display this first array adapter is used to fill the first we will fill that array adapter, and after that I will set that array adapter to this either grid view or list view. So this is about your uh, user interface designing layouts. We have discussed, so we have many other layouts also. If I open this one, okay, if I open this over here, so here we have this in the layouts, we have other layouts also, okay. So like we have this grid guideline linear layout. Constraint layout is the default layout, and linear layout and frame layout is there, table layout is there, table row, and relative layout is there. So all these layouts are, we have different layouts, but in the syllabus we have only these 4 layouts, okay. So what are those layouts we have discussed is that linear layout and relative layout, and after that this list view and grid view, okay. So in the today's class we have discussed all these layouts. So next I will discuss this user interface controls, text view, edit text, and button. So you can see this different usage interface controls. We have total around 9 controls in our syllabus, but we have many number of controls, okay. So but in our syllabus we have 9 controls, so we will try to discuss those controls, and extra we will discuss also, okay. So in the text view, so in Android, text view is a user interface control which is used to set the and display the text, okay. Text view is like label. If you know about the .NET concepts, then you have this label control, right? It is exactly similar to that label control, okay. Text view is nothing but it is a user interface control which is used to set and display the text to the user based on our requirements. The text view control acts like a label control, and it won't allow users to edit the text. Just it will give some information to the user, and it won't allow the users to edit this text. But whereas in case of this edit text and button, edit text is nothing but I can enter. It is like a text box. If you know about this .NET, it is exactly similar to the text box. This text view is similar to the label, okay, which will give some information to the user, and it does not allow the users to edit the text. In Android, we can create a text view control in 2 ways, either in XML layout or by using our activity also, okay. So within the .java file also I can create this text view control. We have already used this text view, just I am explaining in detail, that's it, okay. So following is the sample way to define this text view control in XML layout. So if I want to define in the XML layout, just I will use this text view. So we have different properties of this text view. ID is nothing but what is the identification, and layout width and layout height, and margin bottom. These are used for this just thing. And this text is mainly we will use this text which is used to set the text to that particular view, and what is the color of the text, and what is the size of the text, and what is the style of the text. So if I want to create this text view in the activity file, okay, that is nothing but .java file, okay. If I want to create uh, this text view in the .java by using programmatically, for that one first I will use by using this one text view. First I will create by using this. The text view is the class name of the class. I will create the object by using this new text view. If you know about the Java syntax to create a object, then just class name object name equal to new class name. I will use this as a parameter, okay. It is the current class object. And next I'm setting the text to this controls, and I'm using this linear layout to add this control to the, because those controls cannot be visible directly, because once these controls I can place in the view group only, that may be linear layout or relative layout, okay. So after creating those layouts only I will place the items, okay, this user interface controls. Next, if I want to set the text to this Android, I will use, if I want to use this XML layout file, then I will use this Android text property. But if I am using a .java file, then I will use this set text property. So that's why if I want to get the text, then I will use this get text method. So all these attributes I will define over here. This is your ID. So Android ID is uniquely identifying. Next, auto link, automatically found and convert URLs and email to this one. Hint, it will give some description, okay, description about that text, and what is the width, what is the height and text, and what is the text color, gravity. If you want to place the text view and specific x and y coordinates, then I will use this gravity. And what is the maximum width, maximum minimum width, what is the text size and text style, text all caps, so that all the text will be converted into caps. And text color highlight, text color link, okay. And what is the input type, whether the text is a what is the type, input type, and what is the font family, everything, okay. So I think I will use one example using this text view. With that I will conclude the class, and in the coming classes we will see the remaining user interface controls, okay. So this is a text view, okay. I am using different kinds of text. The first one is your text color and text size, text style is there. And for the second one I am using this text all caps, true, okay. And for the third one I am using background color, okay. And for the fourth one I am using the auto link, which is used to display some link. So I will show that example. This is your text view. So I am displaying this first one, text view 1, okay, and this is your text view 2, and this is your text view 3. So I think I will go to the split mode. So this is your linear layout I am using, and I am using the orientation as, whenever I am using this linear layout, the important property is the orientation. Whether I want to arrange the components either in the vertical manner or horizontal manner, okay. And I am using this gravity as center, so that all the components will be adjusted at the center. And this is your main activity. And I am using the first text view, and I am using this text view 1 id, and this layout width and layout height, okay. Width is match parent, so that it will be matched with the layout, linear layout. And this, the parent for this one is linear layout, so it will be matched with this one. And wrap height is according to the contents. If I didn't place it as wrap content, then if I place it as match parent, then it will be adjusted to the entire height. And this is the first text, and the gravity is center, so that that will be arranged at the center. And layout margin 20 dp. And second text view I am using this one, this is second text, and the color I am setting, and style I am setting, extra is I am setting the style. And for the third one, text color, text style, gravity, and layout margin, and background color also I am setting, just that's it, okay. So in the main activity.java file, what I am doing over here is just I am finding those IDs, and whenever I click on the particular text, it will display, that's it. This is a simple program. So uh, just if I open this one, so this is your, if I want to create welcome to UA, first one, okay. First one is just having this, first one is having the color, size and style, and the second one is test all caps true, okay. So if I make this one, then it is setting all the letters to capital letters. So you can see over here. So if I open this one, so if I open the split mode, okay. So I think I will minimize this one. So the first one, text view, okay. So the first one is your text view 1, and layout width and layout height and margin button, and this is your welcome to UI controls. So if I see this one, gravity I adjusted to center, so that it will be adjusted to the center, and the color is I took, and the text size is 20 dp, and text style is bold, so it is displaying in bold. And if I take the second one, so this is also layout width, and this is also text view only. But only thing is, for this one, text all caps I make it as true, so that whatever this welcome to UI controls is there, that will be become a, in all the letters will be in the capital letters, okay. And if I take the third text view, if I take the third text view, so for this one, welcome to UI controls, text style bold only, text color I am using this white color, okay. And background color also I am using by using this purple color, okay. I am using this background, and layout margin bottom 15 dp. And the fourth one is your auto link. So it is like whenever we are having this kind of link kind of thing, okay, email or web, then I will use this auto link, okay. So these are the four different types of controls. We have all the properties of this text view controls, okay. So these are the different properties. Auto link, okay, I am using this auto link. And text color link, if I want to place the text color link also, I can place the color, okay. If I want to highlight the color, All caps means it will convert into all the letters into capital letters. Text style, size, minimum width, maximum height. Okay. No need to execute this program because why, it will display as it is whatever we are having uh, in this one. Okay, in the same manner it will display. Okay, if I want to handle those things, then we have this on click method for the text view also, because no need to handle this because text view just it is giving some information to the user. So in the today's class, I discussed this user interface designing layouts, that is list view and grid view, which are used to display the list of items either in the list manner or grid manner, means that is both rows and columns. And after that, I am discussing this user interface controls. In that, I discussed this text view. In the coming classes, I will discuss the remaining user interface controls: edit text button, checkbox, radio button, and we have date control, date picker, and time picker, and the next one rating bar. Okay, we have different controls. We will discuss all those in the coming classes. Hope you understand today's class. Thank you. Thank you all.